I'm Brent.
I'm Jack.
And I'm Shu, and you're watching Rerolling Ones.
Hey, this is Brent. This is my Path to Glory army. So it's Stormcast Eternals. I chose as my general a Lord Celestin on Dracoth, and I've named him Gantros Boldstar. He's leading this warband called the Golden Hunt. Accompanying him as well is going to be the Hunting Shield, a unit of 5 Liberators with a Grand Hammer. We have a Lord Vexilor named Cyban, Herald of the Hunt, and we've got this unit of Gryph-hounds called the Hunting Pack. Now I also need to roll to see what artifacts of power I'm going to be able to get for Gantros Boldstar. So in the Stormcast book, there's 3 different options here: blessed weapons, enchanted armor, and magical artifacts. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I will roll on the appropriate table. So he's going to get a blessed weapon, so I'm going to roll a d6 again and see what he gets for the rest of our campaign. A 6, Gift of the 6 Smiths. Pick one of this hero's melee weapons to be the Gift of the 6 Smiths. In each turn, you can reroll 1 hit, wound, or damage roll for an attack made with this weapon. So that's going to be his hammer. That is going to do, hopefully, some nasty damage. And we also get to roll for the mounts. His Dracoth is going to get a Dracoth trait. So let's roll. See what we get. Keen Clawed. Any wound rolls of 6 or more in the combat phase for this hero's mount are resolved with a Ren characteristic of -3. Whoa. That's going to be awesome, because if he rolls a 6 to wound, that's going to trigger his ability that does d6 damage.
And Ren 3.
And
Holy
Ren 3.
moly.
So let's hope he just doesn't get blood boiled off the board.
That's pretty mean. And what are they called again?
The Golden Hunt.
This is Jack, and this is my Path to Glory army. I chose my Lord of Khorne, and for his command trait, he rolled Unrivaled Battle Lust. So he must charge, or he can charge, in the enemy's charge phase, if he's within 12 inches of a unit at the end of the phase. And for his artifacts of power, he rolled Blood Drinker for his axe. That means if he deals a wound at the end of the combat phase, he heals a wound. He got Bronze Flesh, so he can add +1s to a unit save within 16 inches.
That's your Slaughter Priest, right?
That is my Slaughter Priest. That's Cordell. This is my Exalted Deathbringer. That's Core. The Blood Warriors, which are the Bone Collectors. And the Blood Reavers, which are the Flesh Rippers. And that is my army.
Nice.
And it's going to be a fun game. We're playing Path to Glory, and we're doing Vendetta again.
Roll off to see who gets sides. Not me.
I will stay over here. I deployed first, but he ended up having less drops than I did, so he will get to go first, or he gets to choose. But for my side of the table, I rolled Sinister for this piece of terrain, Deadly over here, Mystical, and another deadly piece of terrain here.
Great. And Brent, what do you have on your side?
Well, we've got some mystical terrain right here.
Uh-huh.
And we've got some more mystical terrain right here. And we've also got mystical terrain right here.
Oh, no.
So this is either going to really help me out turn 1, or
you're
I'm not going to have turn 1. We're going to find out.
You're going to be stuck back there huffing on ether gases from the Carriage and Overlords. So what does your deployment look like, Jack?
I decided to push because with Vendetta, you're allowed to deploy on up to 24 inches. Yeah, I get this whole half. And I just decided to push everybody up. This is the Khorne thing to do. I'm going to do a little bit, have more strategy than last time I played. I chose this guy as my rival. And he hasn't, Brent hasn't chose his yet, but I kind of want him a little further away, being that he can charge.
Sure.
In his charge phase.
All right, well, my general is also going to be the rival, so they're going to duke it out, hopefully at some point. but at least we're going to have maybe more than 2 turns, which is better than a lot of the other Vendetta games that we did. So
This is Path to Glory
they at
Realm.
least get to watch their idiots push each other over first, and then
Sure.
they'll settle the score.
And this fight also, this is my second game in the first round, and so we're only taking your first game counts. So this actually matters for Brent, and so I really want him to lose. So I won't be the only person in last place.
Jack has no stake in this game. But to start this off, then I'm going to take the first turn.
Okay.
since
Excellent.
My guys are better than yours, and I set them up first.
Ooh.
No, Lord Celestin on Dracoth is going to use his command ability, Lord of the Host. He's going to give all the Stormcast Eternals within 24 inches immunity to Battle Shock, which is good because I don't want anybody running away because I don't have a lot of guys. Next, however, I'm going to have to do 3 mystical terrain tests. We're already tested, and the Lord Vexlor is not within 3 inches of the mystical terrain. However, all 3 of these units are. So let's start with, this is the one I care about the most, so we're going to do that last. Starting with him, on the Liberators, on a 1, they can't do anything. They instead are ensorcelled. They will re-roll failed wound rolls this turn. Now we're going to roll for the Griffhounds.
For the Bok Boks.
They are
Also
very,
ensorcelled.
Very ensorcelled.
Bark, bark, bark.
And now,
Here we go.
what I've been waiting for.
Oh, I thought I
You
saw
you
one
saw it.
there. I totally
He is
saw
also
it.
ensorcelled. So we've got
Totally saw it.
re-roll wounds across the table, and nobody stands around and cries at this
Good.
collapsed building. And then the final part of the hero phase, I'm going to use his Meteoric Standard once per game. I'm going to pick a spot within 24 inches. So I have chosen this spot right here. I'm going to roll 2d6, and all of the units that are within this total are going to suffer d3 mortal wounds. Now we've already measured this out. I need 4 inches to hit all 3 of these units. However, an 11 will hit the Liberators and the Lord Celestin, and a 10 will hit the Griffhounds. So let's see if this guy completely miscalculated and dropped a meteor on his entire army. No, he's
7.
He's good, so that's going to strike all 3 of them. So let's start D3 mortal wounds on the Slaughter Priest. There's 2. And then on the Blood Reavers, there's 3. And then on Blood Warriors, let's kill one. Well, there are 2 ones.
2 more.
One guy dies. Wow. And I can only do that once per game, so that's going to be the end of my hero phase. Alright, I'm going to be moving up my whole army. Fortunately, I just kind of have to stay 3 away.
Yeah, outside of 3.
The true hero is going to take on the Blood Warriors all by himself.
I
I also want to look and make sure...
help from Meteor.
A little bit. I want to make sure everybody is within 12 inches of the Knight Vexlor, because he's going to give everybody rerolls to charge. But next, then, is going to be the shooting phase.
Sure.
Right, so the Dracoth is going to fire his Storm Breath. I pick a spot within 12 inches. So I'm going to pick right here. All units within 2 inches on a 4-up will take D3 mortal wounds. I roll for each unit. So first, let's roll for the Blood Reavers. They're going to take D3 mortal wounds. Just going to kill one of them.
No!
And the Slaughter Priest, he is also going to take D3 mortal wounds. He's going to take 3.
She has 1 left.
Oh my gosh.
Almost down.
And that was your shooting phase,
That was my
right?
shooting. So we can go right into the charges now. All right, they're going to charge. And they're going to reroll if they roll something poor.
Yeah. They don't. They can roll over 3.
Yep. Move them all in. He is also going to charge because he really has nothing else useful to do in the game. So there he goes. They're also going to charge. Hey, they make it. And now, once again, we're always going to leave Big Boss Man for last, because if he rolls double ones, that's pretty funny. But no, he is
In there.
ready for action.
Command trait is Unrivaled Battlelust. So at the end of Brent's charge phase, if I'm within 12 inches, which I am, my general can charge, and I will attempt to charge. And that is not going to make it. That's 5 inches. That would only put me there. So,
You can handle it.
yeah.
You guys got this!
Well, I'm going to select the Lord Celestin on Dracoth first, since he's using his Tempestus Hammer and he charged. He gets an extra D3 attacks. 2 more. That's going to give him 5 attacks. He is swinging at the Blood Reavers. Blood Warriors. They're much scarier. I need 3s to hit.
Well, no.
Not a good start. I need 2s to wound, and I get... let's do this actually real quick. Because of his magic artifact, I can reroll 1 hit, wound, or damage roll. So I'm going to try and get another hit here. Okay, so we're gonna add that to the pile. There we go.
That's a good idea.
I need 2s to wound, and I'm ensorcelled, so I'll reroll failed rules to wound. Those all go through. That's gonna be 3, -1 rend.
3, -1. All right. They we're counting this as terrain. That's +1, -1, so that 4 up. Save 2. 1 goes through.
T3 damage. Reroll that because it's funky. There we go. 3 damage.
Okay.
So, gonna take down that guy and wound another.
Okay, and he will get.
He piles in and attacks immediately.
Yes, I do get the pile in and attack.
Is it immediately or is it the end of the combat phase?
It's the end of my attacks, right?
Yeah,
right.
So you get a finish attack.
So the Dracoth, he has 3 attacks, hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s, -1 rend, 1 damage. But if he gets a 6 to wound, then his intolerable damage ability takes effect, and he does D6 damage.
With
And
rend 3.
Also, yeah, since we rolled that special trait for him on a wound roll of 6, he's -3 rend as well. So that's what he does.
Before we continue, I made 2 saves, and they have Gorfist. And so if I roll a 6, he takes a mortal wound. You take 1 mortal wound, but you have a shield as well, don't you?
That's true, but is that gonna save against mortal wounds?
Oh my gosh.
It does not. So.
It does not.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's if
It has the resounding clang. If you hit it, it does the whole Captain America thing.
so he does a slap back. Just all right. So here goes the Dracoth's attacks. He gets 2 hits. Okay. So I need 3s to wound with rerolls from
6s are special. No 6s.
No 6s, no specials. However, let me just double check something. We might want to risk it for the biscuit here. Mystical Train, it does say failed wound rolls. So unfortunately, they're just going to be 2 at -1 rend.
-1, so we're back at 4 up.
Yeah.
2 saves, and those are I get to re-roll those again. If I roll a 6, it's coming back at you. Nope. All right, but this guy who did die will attack you back. So he's hitting on 3s and wounded on 4s. Come on. 2, no rend.
Nice.
So he has a 3-up save, which he failed 1, and then his shield is going to let him reroll failed saves. Let me just double check how. Yeah, if I reroll a successful save, then I deal a mortal wound back. So I'll throw a mortal wound on the Blood Warriors.
Well, killing him.
And
then he gets to pile in an attack. Here we go. Hitting on 3s, wounded on 4s.
Those guys are hot tonight.
There's 1, no rend.
3-up. He's fine.
Okay. And
That combat.
so dead and dead. All right. It's my turn to choose, and I will pile and attack with the Blood Reapers. And that's about it. I think that's all I can get in. Blood Reapers are attacking now. I chose them. So I have 9 going against the Liberators and 10 with the Champion. Hitting on 4s, wounded on 4s. Okay, that's what I want.
Do they reroll ones?
Yes.
So you got 2 ones?
2 ones. Yes, you're right. Thank you for pointing that out. And so I gotta reroll those. Nope.
Well, they stick to their decision.
And 4 is the wound.
They ran it through committee.
Oh, it's 3 at no rend. Cool.
They've got 4-up saves. They've got shields, so they reroll ones. They take a wound.
Take a wound. Okay. So we
Put it
are
on that
go
good.
1, 2, 3 against the dogs. 4s, reroll the 1s. 3. 4 is the wound. 2 at no rend.
Well, they have no save, so
Oh, sweet.
2 wounds.
Doing work.
They're impenetrable armor of nothing.
And now against your general, reroll the 1s. Hit. 4 to wound. Up. No rend.
3-up. He makes it.
All right.
Get out of here.
Your turn to select the unit.
Well, if you ever played Zelda and you anger all the chickens, and all the chickens come and attack Link, and there's no way you can survive, you absolutely die. That's what's happened here, because the Blood Reavers did 2 wounds to the Gryph-hounds, so these chicken dogs are furious. They're going to hit on 3s, wound on 4s with no rend.
They're liberators. What's up?
Not
And they
bad.
are going to reroll failed rolls to wound.
Because they're ensorcelled.
They're magic chicken dogs. There we go. 3 wounds, no rend.
No rend. All right. So I have a 6-up save. Good here. Just 2.
Knocks 2 guys' faces off.
Fix their faces off. Come on.
with my Blood Warriors. And I'll just pile him over here. So that is 2, and then 3 for the champion. Hitting on 3s, winning on 4s. Oh, I'll move over here. Alright, and they don't get to reroll 1s.
Look at all those choo-choo trains.
4s to wound. 2, no end.
So many
3
boxcars.
Fail 1. Take a wound.
Yes, that rival's going down.
Jack's winning. No. Liberators. They will go next. So we've got 8 attacks from the regular guys, and then the guy with the Grand Hammer is going to get 3 attacks. So let's do the regular guys first. They need 4s to hit.
Yeah.
And they need 3s to wound. These guys are terrible. No. And they're in Sorcerer, though. So they're going to reroll that failed 2. So they're going to get 3 wounds. No rend.
6 up save. Alright, 2 more go.
And then it's time for the Grand Hammer. It's going to hit on 4s. And so I just want you to know that I have a thing about Grand Hammers, and I have a friend that's really going to appreciate watching him just like, oh, wait a minute, I need to go get that. Hold on. okay, I'm back, guys. That was good. And now we still have the Vexlor. Maybe he can throw out a couple punches as well. He's got 4 attacks, 4s and 3s. I kept him away from the mystical terrain.
4s.
So...
That's 3.
He got
1.
one. Thanks,
You
man. No rent.
Alright, 6.
He
How many
kills
damage?
the blood reader.
Just 1?
Yeah,
Just
just
1.
We'll go here. Whoa.
And that is going to conclude combat. So
Yes.
now we're going to...
Battle Shock, and this is all that I lost, so I'm going to have to do some math. Alright.
That's why they call it Aftermath, Jack.
I lost 9 Blood Reavers. They have a bravery of 7 with their standard. So I will be losing D6 plus 2 guys. So please roll out.
Roll big. Hey!
Oh, no! That
gosh.
sucks.
8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oop. He's not going to say he's my standard. And 8. Alright, there's still some people there. Oh, that was not good. Alright, and I lost 3 Blood Warriors, and they have a bravery of 7 also with their standard. So on a 5 or 6, on a 5 I lose 1, on a 6 I lose 2. Come on. 3. Okay. They're safe.
Yeah.
Whew. Alright,
Man.
Khorne, turn 1.
How to Lose Friends with the Alpha
Yeah.
Strike by Brent.
Oh,
As these Blood Reavers are leaving the battlefield, we were improvising over what they were going to say as they're running away.
You guys want to go punch some dead bodies?
how dead are we talking?
I think I left a human body in the oven on.
Let's go break it.
Let's go punch animals. If Khorne wants these guys dead, he could do it himself.
Why did he put us right on the front line? It's not like we have a chaos totem or any other thing to make us better.
Was it the blood secretor supposed to come?
Yeah.
Where is that guy? Why aren't we immune to battle shock?
Yeah, my work cut out for me. I have no mystical terrain here, but I will do my command ability Gorelord, which I can select 3 units within 24 inches, and those units can roll, when they charge, they roll 3 dice and pick the highest 2. And I'll select Dazgul, Core, and Cordell. The 3 guys there. Now is a very important thing for me. I need to do some damage. So he's going to cast his Prayer Blood Boil on the general, the rival over there.
Let's see it.
Well, real quickly, if you roll a 1, he will die.
He will die.
Yes.
Khorne will take him home.
Khorne cares not.
No!
Like, oh no.
Oh! Okay. That, you know.
Soup is too hot.
Yeah.
The soup is too hot.
Alright, so that's my hero phase. That's why I'm moving. I just want to stay out of 3. So I'll move him down here. And my big old guy will be on these step charges guy here.
Well, it's 3d6,
3,
right?
that's
Ah, better.
There you go. He's got 9 inches.
Is that
Yeah, he thinks
And
it's
the general.
in poor taste.
6. Ooh, that's not what I was looking for, but I'll just bring him right along.
You'll just beat up these chumps.
Yeah, these chumps. Pick the Blood Warriors to fight first, and hoping that I can do damage. He'll kill them, and I can try to do damage back again. That's the big hope here. So I have 3 attacks with the champion and 2 with the standard. Hitting on 4s, wounding on 3s. No, hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s. Excuse me. So that is 2. No rend.
3 up save, reroll 1.
Roll a 2.
I'm loving these twos. He is slowly dying.
Yeah, and
That's what
choose
we
your
want.
big unit.
Cool. We're going to go with Liberators. He's closest, so he has to pile in here.
Doop.
And he has to...
He's got an inch.
Yeah, okay, so we're good. This Liberator is going to attack the Exalted Deathbringer. He gets lay low the Tyrants, because that guy has at least 5 wounds. So I get +1 to hit. I want to reroll that, because it's funky. And fail. I reroll my 3s to wound, because I'm still ensorcelled. So do 1 wound against the Exalted Deathbringer. No
He
rend.
has a 4-up save.
Ooh. No damage. This guy, he wants to get lucky, and he's going to swing at the General. He's also going to get +1 to hit from lay low of the Tyrants, but he fails. 3 to wound. I still can reroll because I've been ensorcelled, and it doesn't matter. And then the other regular guys swinging on Blood Reavers. They
There's some-
it's like, all right, we're done with it. And they wound.
They're mad.
Those 6s. Oh, that's the unit.
All right, and so this guy's still left, and all he has to say is, good job, guys.
Good job, team.
And yet again, the Grand Hammer does nothing.
Alright, I'm going to go with my Exalted Deathbringer. And because he is within 12 inches of my general, he's a blooded lieutenant. And that means he gets he gets 2 additional decks. Exalted Deathbringer, he has a 1-inch range, so I'm going to go after these dogs. And he's a bloody lieutenant, so he has +2 attacks, being within 12 of a Khorne general. So hitting on 4s, wounding on 3s. Right. Wounding on 3s, -1 rend. Right, so that's 3 and -1. Oh, no,
And
sorry.
how much damage?
2 damage each.
They're gone. They're super gone.
6.
Yep.
These 2 are gone.
Oh,
They have
no.
3 wounds each.
3 wounds. 3 wounds on those Brock Box.
Start going down the line.
Okay.
His 3 attacks from his Tempestus Hammer. He needs 3s to hit. I'm going to pick this as my once per turn reroll. So he gets all 3 hits. He needs 2s to wound. He's rerolling because he's ensorcelled. Woo.
Oh,
3
woo.
wounds, -1 rend.
Alright, 3 and -1. So that gives me. Oh, I piled in out of the thing, so I don't get +1 save. So that's 5s.
5, so let's see.
Okay, how many damage?
2d3. So I'll reroll that. 2 damage.
2 damage. Alright, we're gonna lose that guy.
And can the Dracoth save the day? He needs 3s to hit. He needs 3s to wound.
Sixers are special.
6.
And he can reroll ensorcelled.
Oh, he does.
Oh, it's just
Uh,
1. -1.
-1. Ah, goes
Does the
through.
damage. That guy.
Just 1.
Yep. They're still
Okay.
alive.
Alright, so he gets to come back at you.
Yep.
So hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s. Nope. Bye bye.
Oh.
Alright, now it's my mighty Lord of Khorne. He's attacking these Liberators. Going with the Axe of Khorne, hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s. That's just 1 at a -1.
Here goes their 5 up save.
Yep.
They fail.
D3. Just 1.
Oh!
And the doggy dog, hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s. Just 1. No
Red.
red.
4 up. Reroll 1s. He makes it.
Got it.
Get that dog out.
Alright.
The Griffhound will pile in and attack the Exalted Deathbringer. Needs 3s and 4s. 2 hits. Needs 4s to wound with reroll from the ensorcel. Reroll. 1 wound, no rend.
Alright, you need a 4 up.
He's invincible. And then also this guy is going to attack as well. 4s and 3s. 4 attacks. He hits every time. He is 4 Sigmar. He wounds less of the time. So 2 wounds, no rend.
4 up.
Finally, that guy takes some damage.
2 damage. Alright.
And
Oh.
that can be the end of combat.
Yeah, I believe so. I think we got Battle Shock. I lost 1. I did lose my banner.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm on a 6. He will run away.
Get him out of here.
No, he stays.
And I'm still immune to battle shock, even though this guy died from my Lord of the Host command ability. So we're just going to remove him and also those two Griffins.
And I vote we go back to Robot Knight Disco
Yes.
rolling.
Robot dice.
I accept.
Go for it.
Deep from the forges of Azerheim come Sigmar's most beloved treasure, silver robot dice.
Robot dice roll off.
Yeah, we're going to roll to see who gets to take the next turn.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Khorne will go.
Are you sure? No, okay.
Khorne, turn 2.
I'm already in combat with all my guys, so me, giving everybody roll 3d6 for charges won't really matter, but I'll do it anyway. Everybody within 24 inches, there's only 3 units left. Can roll 3d6 for my charging. We'll go to the movement phase, which everybody's in combat. Shooting, no shooting, this is Khorne. Charging, everybody's in combat, and straight to combat.
Let's go to combat.
Can we talk about how Khorne that is? the whole turn is combat.
I'm going to
All
do
right.
the whole strategy with hopefully getting 2 sets of attacks with him.
Yep.
So he'll go first. That's my champion, so he has 3 attacks. Hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s. That's what I like to see.
Nice.
Just one.
My 3-up save. Let's not see these ugly 2s again.
Oh!
There we go.
That 2 was just...
It's so close.
Yeah. Alright, it's on you.
This is
What are you going to do? What are you going to do, Brent?
Very interesting.
This is very interesting because trying to pile in the Liberators, I kind of think I have to wait for this guy to pile in so I can get more attacks, because if I break coherency, I can't do that. So let's just have this guy swing at the Exalted Deathbringer.
Okay.
The Vexilor. It's hitting on 4s, wounding on 3s. Yeah, he did a wound. Well, let's see if he.
4 up.
What happened?
Oh yeah.
Another one goes through.
Good choice on my
Yeah,
part.
that was.
Do one. Okay, yeah. That's you.
I'll go with him, and I will split up my attacks. We'll go 1,
Mhm.
2, 3, 4, 5. All right.
Cool.
So the one into the dog. Hit. Wounding on 3s. Yeah.
Bark.
Yeah, there's 2 wounds. Got him out of there. Working out for me. All right, the one into the Vexilor. Hit on 4s. Nope. And the 3 into. Okay. Hitting on 3. I'm hitting 2 of them. And the reason I'm doing 5 attacks instead of 3 is because I'm within 12 inches of the general. Moving on 3s. 2 at a minus
Nice.
1.
5 up. Reroll ones. Gonna take 2 damage.
Yep.
So we're just gonna lose that guy.
Oh, bye.
Here we go with the Lord Celestin trying to finish off this single guy with a single wound who has just been bugging me. There's 3 wounds. -1 rend.
Oh, got him. Alright, so he piles in and attacks that.
Yep.
3 hits.
Oh, no.
Oh, whiff.
He was 2 dead.
Bye.
Nice. Piling in with, what's his name? Dad's Ghoul.
That's cool. Yep, so hitting on 3s with the axe. Ooh, just 1. Wounded on 3s. Oh, it's cocked. Yep, at a -1.
5 up. With a reroll of 1.
Got it.
He deflects the axe.
Alright, and we're going with the doggies. Let me double check. Yeah, yes, 4 attacks. Hitting on 3s.
The Hound of Khorne.
And it's a miss. And wounded on 4s. Just 1. Go rend. Yep,
Makes
got
that save as well.
Oh my gosh.
The shield, the hunting shield, lives up to their name.
it. There it goes.
Doesn't die. So back to me. Piling is a little difficult here. Since this guy is closest to him, if he moves over there, he'll break coherency. If this guy piles in over here, he'll break coherency. So once again, the Gramhammer does nothing, and it's all up to this guy with 2 attacks, who is hitting on 3s because of Laylo the Tyrants. He gets 2 hits. He's still ensorcelled, wounding 3s, and rerolls. Come on. 2 wounds, no end.
I don't like this. Alright, so I have a 3-up save. Alright.
Puts a wound on him.
Oh, nice job.
Brent, tell me what's going on.
Well, it's the hero phase. So the Lord Celestin on Dracoth is going to use Lord of the Host, make this unit immune to battle shock. However, he's also within 3 inches of this mystical terrain.
Okay.
So here we go. We've had a lot
Come
of
on, Khorne.
bad ones in this game. And no, he isn't so the people that died here, their spirits have given him strength.
He is now ensorcelled, which allows him to re-roll wounds.
He's just super lame. And also I want to point out for this scenario, the Vendetta, I'm not within 12 inches of my rival, so I won't have to charge him this turn, which is good because I think we want to wait just a little bit
Soften him up.
before that happens. Yeah, soften him up.
Let him chew through your whole army first.
Yep, so movement phase, we're just going to park 3 inches away from the Exalted Deathbringer.
Phase?
Stormcast shooting phase. The Dracoth is going to fire his Storm Breath right here. So on a 4+, the Mighty Lord of Khorne is going to take D3 mortal wounds. No.
Nope.
He steps aside too fast. We'll move right into charges here. He needs a 3, and he can reroll because of the Night Vexilor. He makes it, so he's just going to step right
Quick
there.
march.
And going into combat, I am going to select him first because this guy could definitely kill me and end the game. So first, for my Tempestus Hammer, here's an extra D3 attacks.
Ooh.
3 more. He is a mighty hero. He needs 3s to hit. And one of these I'm going to choose as my reroll for my magic weapon. Doesn't matter, it's a dud. Magic weapon sucks. I need 2s to wound, and I can reroll because I'm ensorcelled. What are the point of rerolls? Alright, so there's 2 at -1 rend.
Alright, so I need 5s. Oh,
2d3. Let's see.
Roll
Can
some ones.
I?
Oh, he's dead.
2. Oh,
He
yeah,
only
he only
has
has 5.
Let me double check.
Is it?
Yeah, he only has 5.
All
I
right.
got him.
Come on.
There
we
go. I tried, sir.
Tried.
Alright, it's on me, so I'll go
Yep.
with Dazgul.
Mm-hmm.
I'll attack you with my
General stands alone.
my dog. Hit on 4s. No, hit on 3s, wounded on 4s. 2 at no rend.
There we go. The 4-up save with a reroll of 1.
Oh,
Makes
man,
them both.
yeah, cooking on those.
They
3s and 3s.
they don't want to yield. Oh.
And 3s.
Yeah, you
Reroll
got it.
one.
Sure. Alright.
2 at
2.
most one.
5 ups. Reroll 1s. I take 1. How much
D3.
damage?
1.
And let's put on this guy because I.
Alright. Is this at the end of the phase for the
It is. Yeah.
Yes.
Let's see.
Oh, you get to attack back first, right?
Yes. Yeah. So it's at the end of the phase. You're right. Okay. So let's pile these guys in. Here we go. This regular guy, he needs 3s to hit after Layla of the Tyrants. He needs 3s to wound. He's no longer ensorcelled though. So just 1 wound, no rend.
3. Got it.
And now, come on, Grant.
No.
Here goes that Grand Hammer. Never hit in history, Warhammer. Here it
4s to
goes.
hit.
+1 for Laylo.
Oh, you're right. 3s to hit. 3s to wound. 2 at -1 rend.
Is this 6 special?
No, but
Save
he
them
makes
both.
them both. So
Okay.
Still never
Grandhammer
hit
did better.
in history, Warhammer.
Better. No.
So
Yeah.
on a 5-up, he gets sucked into the warp. Please.
He's gone.
Hey guys, what are we doing here?
And he has the Blood Drinker. So back up to full ones.
Dice, turn 3. Let's see it.
2.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. I'll go.
Khorne, turn 3.
So.
Combat.
Yeah, we're right back into combat, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
Khorne doesn't like other phases.
This is my command phase. I'll do the charge dice thing on him. What is it called? I'll do Warlord on himself. Just in case I kill these guys, he fails charges or something, and I can charge on his turn.
Yeah.
That's just in case.
I like it.
Point.
But no shooting, no movement, so we're going to go straight to combat, which is the best for Khorne. I'm going to attack with my dog first, hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s. 3 hits, and 4s to wound.
I see
Come on, Pooch.
You're going to long play with the dog first.
Come on, Poochie.
4-up save.
Oh.
I'm surprised he didn't roll those dice one at a time.
3s and 3s. So 1 hit. No wounds. Oh my gosh, that was not.
But he destroyed that building.
Yeah.
So here goes regular Joe, hitting on 3s after Layla of the Tyrants. Oh, he gets 2 hits. He needs 3s to wound. Oh, he gets no wounds. Now the Grand Hammer. Also needs 3s to hit. He needs 3s to wound. Oh, he makes it -1 rend.
Oh,
2
damage.
damage.
2 damage. Eesh. I didn't even do any damage to get heals. That was unsuccessful.
And we'll jump right into my turn. He'll use Lord of the Host, keep them immune to battle shock. Nobody is within 3 inches of the mystical terrain anymore, so Sorcelled is going to go away. Okay. I am within 12. I have to charge, per the scenario. So, sorry, here's the...
Come on, 12. Yes! I have a chance.
You can do it. You can do it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was literally the only way. 12, because I put this guy here, so he has to fight. He's just like,
oh, fine.
For Sigmar!
That's way more epic.
Well, in that case, he's got to go first.
He's gotta
go first.
D3 extra for the Tempestus Hammer.
Just one. Whew, I give a chance.
He can do it. He can do it. He needs 3s to hit. Come on, buddy. Okay, we're going to reroll this one. We need as many hits as possible. There we go. 2s to wound. 3 wounds at -1 rend.
4 up. Oh, 2 goes
That's
there.
2.
D3.
D3 each. Okay,
This
so
could be it.
I
Two
need...
ones. I need 1.
All right, so if I only do 2 damage, he lives. Anything else, he's dead.
Yes.
For the game, because this guy was overeager.
Oh, so close.
There it is.
Good game.
Good game, dude. Great.
Well, that was quite a game, you guys.
Let's see if I would have rolled a 5.
Realm Talk?
Realm Talk!
So I didn't get the chance to play in this game, but as your cameraman and as your friend, I have to say that was a pretty good game. I think you guys both did really well with your tactics, and it's fun to see the two of you go against each other because I feel like out of our group, our humble little group, you guys are probably the best generals we got.
Thanks.
How do you think it went, Jack?
It was a really fun game. I enjoyed it. I like the stuff that happened. The chance of it happening is like 1 in 6. Like my guy dying when he had 1 wound left. I thought that was epic. Or you forgetting that you had to charge with your general, putting him in the harm's way. We could have just stopped back and just shot me, because it would take me a while to dig through all that stuff to get to your general. But
a lot of exciting high stakes rolls in this game. So I have to say I just got lucky. Especially, the game could have ended with the blood boil. I had enough wounds on me that if you would have got blood boil, you could have just killed my general, and the game would have been over.
Yeah.
Instead, you died, and and then
high drama.
Yeah. I thought it was cool, especially since we've seen this scenario now a couple times, that we both took a lot of casualties. It did come down to general versus general, like it seems it always does, but at least I had to punch through a Khorne army and lose a bunch of guys in the process. So I think it was a pretty close game.
Yeah.
And I'm happy I finally got a title for one of my guys.
Nice.
The slaughter priest is Cordell the Unworthy, because he has done jack for me in both games.
Nice.
Mostly, like, not a big deal, but I do really like the idea of the one liberator getting sucked into the realm of chaos. Because it's like a 2 wound guy anyway, so it's not that crazy, but just like he took 1 wound, and that was enough to spend an eternity.
Yeah, the realm of Khorne being tortured by bloodletters. I mean, he's like wondering why Sigmar can't find him anymore.
He's like, no, I'm supposed to get zapped up.
Yeah.
I've seen this happen to my friends. I lose my memory. Let's get this pitchfork out of my backside.
The pitchfork. I'm now gonna find a bloodletter, model a pitchfork onto it.
I feel like I could use Gryph-hounds better. I was aware of their ability to attack and then move away d6 inches, but I just never used it. Also, maybe, if we look back at the footage, I don't remember. I might have been able to do 1 more mortal wound against Blood Reavers, because I realized the shield on the Celestin on Dracoth does a mortal wound to all enemy units within 3 inches. Which, that on top of everything else that he does, he's really good in Path to Glory now that he also rerolls one of his attacks and does -3 rend on a 6 for the Dracoth. So
all the mount abilities in the Stormcast book are so good. I would actually recommend that hero to start with for any Stormcast army. It's a really good hero just to kick off your Path to Glory list with.
Yeah, that's the Vandus Hammerhand model.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also want to comment on how vanilla this game was. Khorne Bloodbound versus Stormcast Eternals. Games Workshop presents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty much by the numbers. So thanks so much for coming in, and thanks for watching, you guys. If you have any thoughts or feedback about our Path to Glory missions, please put them in the comments. Put them in the comments. And have combat in the comments. And if you can help us out by sharing this video, it would be super awesome. We really appreciate it.